Hey everyone, we're back with another video. Today, this arrived in the mail. Like I said, I've got a problem. What do we think this is? I think I know. Let's find out. One of the really interesting things about these packages, they come shipped directly in from China, is they're packaged in a very specific way. You don't see packages like this shipping from America, shipping from the United States. And there's even some YouTube videos on about how these guys package these packages like that. It's actually pretty interesting. So if you have some spare time, you might want to give a search for that. It might be pretty interesting. Okay. I think you guys can already see where this is coming from. I'm going to try to peel this tape off so that I don't cut through the case. Rather not slice through the case before I even open up the package. Nice red case there. And we have direct from Powkiddy, a new, well, relatively new x18s. Now, this was one of the first next-gen emulator devices that came out and was released, and I've always been a big fan of the clamshell design rather than the straight console design, similar to the Nintendo Switch. I was much more of a 3DS fan than I was of the Switch and the Switch Lite, though. When the Switch and Switch Lite came out, I did use them a lot, and they made a great product, and everybody's got their own Switch stories. But the point is that I'm much more of a fan of the clamshell design, and I've kind of been chasing that design for a little while now. So when this was announced, I immediately looked at it as the successor, at least the spiritual successor, to the GPD XD Plus, which was, of course, one of my first emulator devices, and it was a fantastic device. I've read a lot of reviews about this device, and I know that the build quality is not going to be top-notch, let's say, but I'm willing to accept that. And in fact, I've done the research and gotten the parts, and we're going to be doing some upgrades on this particular device. So that'll be in some follow-up videos, but for now we're just going to take my off-the-cuff hot takes from a brand new device. So let's check it out. Okay, pretty standard box. Looks like it comes with the device itself, and looks like a manual that I'll never read. It's like a manual that comes in the box here, mostly in Chinese. There's an English side. I'm probably never going to read that, but it is nice for being complete. I'm guessing in here we have a USB-C cable. Yep. Okay, yep, standard USB-C. I'll leave that in here for now. We're not going to need that right away. And there we go. Okay, we will slide that over here. And let's put this away. Okay, pretty simplistic packaging here. Ooh, it's nice. Like those lines, like those curves, right? Like how it's almost rigid, right? It's not rounded. It's a sharp crease. Shoulder buttons, not analog, digital, but they seem to be responding pretty well, not sticky. It's good. A little bit of travel there, but again, digital, not analog. These are immediate, momentary switches. Good. Okay. So looking at the exterior of the device, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I like this. I like what I'm looking at. Obviously, from the top, we've got your L and R buttons, your L2 and R2 buttons, USB-C for charging, and what looks like a mini HDMI out for video, and your SD card slot. So perfect, perfect I/O in the back. Bottom of the unit, you're going to have your 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great. Looks like a couple of well-placed speaker grills here. I like the way these look. I like this placement. We're going to see how they perform, I guess. And opening up the unit. Okay, I like the click. I like that individualized click. I would have liked that to open a little bit farther. It'd be nice if that opened up just a little bit farther. Yeah. Joysticks seem on par. Now I'm already aware of this, but there are no L3 and R3 buttons here with these analog joysticks, so you cannot push them in for L3 and R3, which is interesting, but definitely a design choice. These feel, yep, just about as mushy and flat as they were described. So at least that's consistent, and I 100% see what the complaints on the unit are about. These buttons are just so flat. I mean, you press them down and they are literally, I don't know if you can see that or not, but when I press this button down, it's literally flush with the bottom of the unit, and that's what a lot of the videos I've seen have critiqued this device for. Like the start and stop, easy, or start and select rather, right, easy access there. Plus and minus for volume control. Would have loved for this to be in a wheel on the side, but you know, can't have everything. Looks like a G button, or I don't know, gamepad maybe. Power on. Looks like an app switcher, home and back. So standard Android buttons. Looks like it's got a little bit of a screen protector on it. I'm sure it's not meant to protect the screen. Probably just some film on there for manufacture and transport. LED indicator light. Definitely like the design, look and feel of this device. Yeah, that's rough. I definitely see where we're gonna need some upgrades here. So, okay, and let's power it on. I'm immediately greeted with some vibration there. Powkiddy logo on boot up. Let's see what happens. Taking a while. Okay. Oh, boots directly into the launcher. Okay, and the Play Store is already installed. So it looks like this has got the updated firmware on it, which is great. We don't have to bother with any of that. And Definitely looks like everything is working. Make sure the touchscreen responds. Good, good. Okay, we know the speakers work. This looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the situation. Let's make sure we're detecting wireless networks, and we are. Okay, perfect. So that is, I think, going to be it for this video. My immediate hot takes on this device are: I am a big fan of the form factor. Love the clamshell design form factor. This D-pad and these buttons are probably the worst ones I've felt on a device. That's saying something. I think the Q90 was probably better, which for a $39 device, that's a lot. But we have some fixes for that. We'll see if we can get that fixed. Some hardware mods. The screen looks good. I like the screen. Seems like a good resolution. I know it's just a 720p screen, but it looks crisp on this 5.5-inch display. This launcher looks absolutely terrible. I'm sure that we're going to have to switch this back to a different launcher. I'll mess around with that and get us back to a regular Android launcher. But all in all, I like this device. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, I like its shape, I like the size. This is probably going to be your maximum size to stay pocketable, right? So with a clamshell device, that's kind of, in my mind, the power of a clamshell device. You could have a much larger device, right, that you carry with you with a larger screen, a larger D-pad, but it's still pocketable because you can close it up and, carry it in your pocket, maybe with a real tight sleeve on it, or just like this, in your pocket. If it's without any protection or anything, you might get a couple of nicks and scratches and stuff like that. But hey, probably the only I would say the only next gen emulator device on the market today that's pocketable. The RG552 is just too large. Tried that already. The Odin is going to be too large. It's larger than a Switch Lite. This is probably going to be your best bet if you're looking for something you can keep in your pocket. So that's going to be it for today's video. One last thing. We'll open up this guy since we're here, huh? Okay. Nice little case. I like the Powkiddy logo. Black and red. Can't go wrong. Nice. Simple. Easy. No problem. Let's see how this fits here. Ooh. See? Like a lot of things with Powkiddy, man, they get it like 90% there, right? This is a pretty good case. I like this hard shell. I like the colors. Got a nice pocket here for a charging cable and a headphone, a pair of headphones if you want, maybe. I like the elastic holding the device to one side so that it doesn't fall out if you turn it over wrong. But the case is just not quite perfect fit for the device. A little loose in there, right? Like that, right? So what that means is it's just not quite snug. And if you have the device locked up in here and you give it a little shake, I can hear it moving around in there. You see? Man. Like a lot of things Powkiddy does, it's just 10% off from 100%. But, hey, listen, that doesn't mean we can't find a better case. So, that's going to do it for today's video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed what we went over today, and we're going to have a bunch of videos coming out about this particular device, specifically the hardware modifications that we're going to make, which are going to be improved D-pad from a DSi, and the improved A, B, X, and Y buttons to give them a little bit more lift off of the platform of the device. So, if you like our videos and you want to see more of them, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If not, that's okay too. Either way, we'll see you in the next video.